Kansas school board candidate wants, quote, pro-white country with protected white majority? That is incredible. I got a hair on the tip of my tongue. All right, folks, let's watch. Is there audio? There's no audio. Let's read, folks. Naked hatred will be on a Kansas election ballot Tuesday. Josh Wells, a Hutchinson area man with Proud Boys and other alleged right-wing extremist ties, is nostalgic for the good old days when the U.S. was a pro-white country with potato white majority. He's running for the Haven USD 312 Board of Education, a group calling itself the Midwest Youth Liberation Front unearthed Wells' avowed longing to establish a white nationalism or pro-Western Christian theocracy with a protected white majority status, whichever one is more obtainable. Because, quote, every race deserves a homeland, folks, running for the Board of Education. Wells' admitted goal of his new Midwest Nationalist Party is to establish a white ethno state. Interesting. Wells openly praises the death of black people, spreads Nazi Germany symbolism, and thinks non-white people don't belong in America. Okay. It's another hot, sleepy August election. Turnout is always low. But you wouldn't want somebody with that mix of hate and anger and misinformation, preferably in any kind of leadership, let alone on a school board, says State Senator Cindy Holscher, Democrat of Overland Park, who has been monitoring political races for extremism, especially in school board elections. This is something that I wanted to talk about as well. And now I have an excuse to do so. So the critical race theory thing, I don't know how many of y'all are paying attention to it, but the critical race theory thing is huge. Like the right genuinely thinks, like, bear with me, they actually think that critical race theory is lying. Like, first of all, it's a lie. They're teaching lies to make kids hate America, and they also conflate America with white people. So they think critical race theory is like fan fiction to convince children to hate white people. That's what they think. They genuinely think that. Instead of, I don't know, it's the actual history of the United States, and we need to learn this history so that we can fucking move on already? Like, the reason why you think critical race theory is teaching kids to hate white people is because you, a white person, are a racist motherfucker. And you think your stupid-ass fan fiction conspiracy world about, like, how the southern states had a lost cause and how the KKK are the good guys, right? Somehow you think that that's a winning strat. Like, I just don't get it. But it is. And that's the other thing is, like, the only people that care enough to go to school board meetings and the only people that care enough to run for school board are the crazy motherfuckers. They're being activated. It's just like abortion, right? These people are being activated. They're like sleeper cells, right? They're terrorists in this country that have been asleep for X amount of years, and then boom, critical race theory. They're up. Where do I go? The school board. Like, they literally, these motherfuckers are out of control, folks. And like, I really, like, now that school is starting to get, like, you know, it's starting up again, these motherfuckers are coming out of the woodwork. So, I mean, if you have kids, go to school board meetings. Like, full stop. If you have kids and you're not going to school board meetings, I mean, let's be honest. Like, you know, better homeschool that motherfucker, because you're not doing what you need to do. And then second of all, if you don't have kids, go to school board meetings. Just say, I'm thinking about having a kid. You know, this meeting is going to base, like, I'm considering having a child, so I'm, you know, attending the meetings to see whether or not having a child here is, you know, go to these motherfucking meetings, because the only people that go there are crazy motherfuckers. They're crazy. They're out of control. They want white ethno states because they're fucking silly people. I don't know what the fuck even to tell you anymore.